Well, there's been a lot of talk about DHCP and IP addresses and everything already. But, the question about IPv6 prefix delegation was a starter for what's coming next. Because as we all know, in IPv6 we will never run out of IP addresses. That's been said by everyone always. So even this gives people the idea to put information inside the IP address. And the first application of that I saw was when M6 started with the idea of putting AS numbers in the IP address for your peering IP on the router. The SRv6 people, they have the same idea, so they put information inside the IP address to decide how your packet is routed. But these guys have taken it yet another step further, and all to tell us about what we can do with IPv6 is Luc Haaijer, who represents the student networking team from the University of Twente. And I believe the presentation is ready. It is, so take it away, Luc.
All right. Yes, thank you. I'm going to talk to you about a little project we did at the University of Twente. So let's get into it. What is Studenten Net Twente? IT association at the University of Twente. Started 30 years ago for internet on campus, because that was new and hot and internet cool. So yeah, that's been 30 years now, and we want to celebrate that. So we wanted something nerdy, something cool, public that we could do. So we thought, okay, let's make a nice canvas, let people draw by writing code. Cool. Also, fun fact, the IRC bot is older than me. So, just letting people draw over HTTP is boring. IPv4 is boring, ancient, come on guys. IPv6. And IPv6 does sure have a nice amount of bits. 128. So let's use them. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I shouldn't. So we split the IP address in X and Y coordinates, and then RGBA for color. And then that way people can draw just by sending packets. They do not have to be fully RFC compliant. Most of them weren't. So, as for architecture, we picked something with DPDK, so fast packet processing, then GStreamer for handling video, and then Media MTX for distributing the video to the 100-ish people that were watching, which is also a challenge. We were mostly PPS limited because, well, small packets. Your network card advertises 40 gigabits. It does not handle 40 megapackets. That's something we learned. We thought, okay, that was mostly enough. Split it up into 40 gig internal, 40 gig external, and then we can play around with that. The UT only had 40 gig network. We didn't want to use all of that, so we upgraded the whole university 100 gig. Yeah, so DPDK, I think most of you have already seen it. Nice library if you have to do fast packet processing. So you do not involve the kernel, you just talk straight to the hardware device, and it has some nice things where you can do really fast handling of packets. Now, video processing was a bit more fun. I thought the packet processing was going to be the hard part, but mostly ended up being video. If you've seen already at the IPv6 packet layout, we were doing some nice tricks. So we just copy the bytes to the image. So that was quite nice. And then you use an OpenCV to generate a live stream. That's always fun and nice if you test it. And it works amazingly until you get to production and people start sending noise, which, well, packets, noise, was to be expected. But at some point, you're counting not frames per second, but seconds per frame. Next time we're doing hardware processing. That would have been better. And also handling codecs. You have Windows users, you have Linux users. It took me multiple hours to figure out something that worked on both. Yeah, you get nice codec errors, video corruption, browsers start doing really weird things when you just get frames per second, seconds per frame. Okay, let's see if that works. Warning, it's a bit, you don't see it. Was het de command tab? Neem daar. Oh.
Nou.
Hoeft ook niet, als het te veel tijd kost. Maar.
There we go.
And then, oh, I have my mouse here. Nice. So it's a bit flashy, but you get nice things that people are drawing. A lot of random noise, a lot of logos, a lot of really weird things. Time-lapse is 1 minute, and the original was 3 days. So it's quite sped up. Ja, een diff brak. All right. Now, if only it stops again. And then I have to find back the slides. That's the wrong ones. So yeah, some fun things we saw. Someone, of course, we couldn't miss the bad apple and the moving DVD icon. Whoever did that, thank you, that was amazing. We also had people pinging the room temperature and the network stats of the university. This only went up to 72 megapackets because then something upstream gave up. Your monitoring and your hardware starts doing really weird things when you get at high packet rates. And also live pizza tracker. So, that happened. We were sitting in the room, people were nice, participating, and someone next to me says, "Oh, my Wi-Fi is slow." Not what you want to hear when you're dealing with packet rates in the 70 megapackets and using most of the university bandwidth. Some people may already guess what was going on. Long live Fortinet. People knew we were doing this, and it was the same people who installed the firewall, but they didn't connect the dots. It happens, but it was fun. Credits to Fortinet. They did support IPv6. They did it statefully, even for ICMP. The problem was also that they did it statefully. So 1920 by 1080 canvas, times scholars, times some people were randomizing source IPs. Not a great idea. So that was quite fun. Some statistics. We had about 100 participants, a bunch of NLNOG people, a bunch of people from Twente, so that was nice to see. I wanted to measure the packet count. The hardware counters overflowed a few times. So no total packet count, sorry. We measured 72 megapackets. We know for a fact that we got way more, but something upstream gave out. So that was fun. Saturated network card, saturated Fortinet, saturated a bunch of upstream stuff. Mission accomplished. So, of course, we want to do this again because breaking stuff is fun. 40 gig was a bit limited. Video is something we need to do better next time, but that's something you already know about. A few weeks ago, we went to NICHAF. Talked to Tristan there. He thought it was all a little slow and limited. So we have some plans. Thank you.
So, are there any questions for Luc? Feature requests, maybe? this is going to be something about DNS maybe, but
No,
I don't
no,
know.
no, no, no. Although DNS also hates stateful firewalls. No, this is Peter from PowerDNS. I was wondering, the alpha channel, does it do anything?
No, originally that was the plan, but handling alpha processing at these speeds thought it was a bit too much, and you don't really see the difference because people are just blasting over you.
Right, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool, thank you.
Maybe next year. There was also a suggestion for PCM audio.
Hi, my name is Richard van Dijk. I was wondering, can we have the source code?
Yes, it's...
I'm sitting all the way there, so I couldn't read it. Okay, thank you.
If you have any questions, come to me.
Any further questions? Maybe remote questions? No, in that case, I say again, thank you, Luc, for your presentation, and we have a small present for you.
Dank u wel. Actually.